back to the Seaport Solutions YouTube channel. We're going to introduce to you our flagship product and the first that we brought to market, OmniPort. OmniPort is the world's first and only mobile collaboration platform that simplifies, converges, and mobilizes high-definition video conferencing, sometimes called telepresence, web conferencing, audio conferencing, and interactive whiteboarding. The platform is fully mobile. It's meant to roll from office to office, room to room, cube to cube, floor to floor. It can also be put into a road case and sent to a trade show, or a troubled client, or your best client in a big project, or your biggest prospect to be used as a differentiator over your #1 competitor. The platform is driven to help knowledge workers become more productive, more effective, and to be able to do those two things with less travel. So it's lighter on the financial officer's operating budget, and it really gives them a work-life balance back as well, and all the while reducing the carbon footprint for the corporation. Now, it's as simple to use as a laptop. What you do with your laptop or your desktop, you come in, you connect to power, you connect to the internet or to the network, and you touch one button to power it on. And that's what we do here. Connect to power, connect to network, one cable, and then one power button lights the entire system up. Now, on board, inside of the OmniPort, you have a uninterruptible power supply, a data center class server, a high-definition video conferencing solution. This one actually has life-sizes Express 220 system in it, but it could just as well be an HDX 8000 unit from Polycom. It could also be a Tandberg unit, a Sony unit, a RadVision. Our clients determine which units for a video conferencing solution we actually integrate. The onboard computer is something that is unique to us. It was designed by us because it does data center class processing for redundancy, fault tolerance, stability. Everything is solid state. It means it's meant to be transported, taken across thresholds, onto elevators, sent on long distance trucks. It's probably a little overpowered by many of the IT employee standards when they look at us, and we did that intentionally because we wanted to make sure that, like one of our clients, Newell Rubbermaid, that they could do mission critical applications and know that they've got a computer on board that is 24/7, 365 ready, fault tolerant, redundant, failover, scalable, all of those things to be able to do mission critical applications. Now, the other thing that's on board, which is unique to us, is a piece of intellectual property, a software user interface that we have worked hard to develop to really bring the simplification to the use of collaboration technologies to actually fruition. It's called NavPort, and when the unit loaded, what you'll see is it went straight to our NavPort user interface. There's 5 icons on here. The first of which is this big red button in the bottom, which is the help icon. If a novice user or an untrained user needs help, all they've got to do is touch that. It'll take you straight out to our online support page, and it'll give you access to quick start guides, coaching guides for the use of the remotes. Entire operating manuals are available online to coach you through if you need it, but it's pretty simple to use, and you'll see how intuitive it is in just a second. But if all of that fails you and you still need help, we're available by email, chat, and phone support as well. What we'll then do is close this, and it brings us right back to our NavPort solution. And what you'll see is there's 4 icons, and it's as simple as a user to walk up and touch and actually launch into an interactive whiteboard session, or go to a soft phone to connect into an audio bridge, or actually connect into a web conferencing solution. And here we're actually supporting WebEx, Live Meeting, Adobe Connect Pro, and Citrix Online's GoToMeeting. And then if you want to launch into a video conference, just touch the icon and it'll take you straight to the video conferencing solution. So let's just take through a kind of a scenario here. Let's say that me and an associate are in a breakout room and we want to whiteboard, strategize, plan a new process, pound out a new idea. What we can do is just launch the onboard interactive whiteboard software. This is actually Minio's interactive whiteboard software. Fantastic tool. Just grab a digital pen, and anything that we want to do, we can do just by either with a finger or a stylus. We can use drawing shapes. We can type in text directly from a keyboard, a wireless keyboard that comes with the system. Other things that we can do is create a new page and actually import PowerPoint. So let's say we've already got something that we want to start with, an idea. Let's import that PowerPoint. And then we can actually navigate the PowerPoint, edit it, mark it up, or just present it to somebody else that has come in to say, hey, what do you think about this? And so how can we do that? We just navigate through, and then we can grab highlighting pens, and start annotating on top of, right? But now let's say that we wanted to bring somebody into this brainstorming session and share this whiteboard through a web conferencing experience. We just touch the web conference icon, launch WebEx. It's a one-click, so we just hit Start Meeting. It's going to go out and actually start our WebEx solution and get us into the full WebEx application. Now, in WebEx, you have the opportunity to not only content share, desktop and application, but they also have an audio capability, so we can actually use their audio over IP while we're actually using our bridge with Intercall or PGI. So we have multiple ways of actually getting just audio connections into this experience. So I'll actually close out the audio conference and then share the desktop, and then the desktop that we're now sharing is actually the whiteboard that we were working on. So let's actually go in and bring up the whiteboard that we were working on. And now we're sharing that application through WebEx. So where are we? We're in an audio call with Intercall or PGI. We're in an audio call with WebEx. We have our web camera through WebEx. We're sharing content. The application is a whiteboard session. Everybody's editing it. And now let's say we want to bring in our Chief Financial Officer or our VP of Sales or our Head of Professional Services who's actually in New York in their video conference room, and he wants to connect in with high-def video conferencing. How can we do that? Well, we just get back out to Navport, touch the video conferencing icon, launch Life Size, and now the system switches over to the video conferencing solution. On board of this one, we're using Life Size's Express 220 codec, but it could just as easily be Polycom, Tandberg, Sony, Radvision. Our clients determine what video conferencing solution comes with the platform. What we can now do is just quickly call into another solution in New York and connect up our CFO. We just press dial. You hear the system dial, you hear it ring, and now we're connecting up. And now what you're going to see is this is the near side and this is the far side. So you can see our camera picking up on us, the far side camera picking up on the far side content, and now we're in a video conference with us in New York and all the while still doing WebEx. Now if we want to switch back while we're in this video call, very simply just one input change back to the PC, and we're right back where we were in the web conference. So it's as simple as one touch power on, roll it to any space, have a full collaborative session with audio conferencing, web conferencing, video conferencing, and interactive whiteboarding. Very excited about bringing this productivity tool to the market. We've got a global show site network in place. We're in 20 locations around the world, 6 countries, 4 continents. So please feel free to research us on the web at seaportsolutions.com and engage us in any way that we may be able to help you improve productivity in your organization. Thank you.